Here we are, the Smoking Crew, Aaron's Random Videos. We are about to check out Sully's abandoned house.
Let's get it.
Who is Sully? Don't worry about that. Let's check it out. We'll tell you the story later. We used to fill this fucking driveway, so those I-beams hanging out the side were for a floating deck. That's all of Sully's living room furniture in case you need a couch. This is your abandoned wonderfulness. So the story of the house kind of starts off. It has seen definitely a few days better. This was originally designed by a commercial architect, so it has interesting features like a full garage drain all the way. Obviously it's in a rough condition. This is all of Sully's old belongings, if you need anything. Weed whacker. Looks perfectly good. Actually, it really does. I'm not going to tell anybody the backstory of Sully or anything about him. He was an interesting guy. Let's turn the light on here and see if we get some... look at that. How effective is that? Now, this enclosure you see here is actually the back of his bathroom. I'll come out here and show you. That's actually a shower because, as you'll see, this was not designed to be a living space. So then we're going to come into what Sully made his main living quarters here. However, this was not designed to be living quarters. I believe this was originally intended to be an office, or not really sure, but this whole first floor is concrete. And this room here in the middle is actually a panic room. It's fully concrete. It had recessed fire doors that are now missing. As you can see, even the ceiling is all sealed with concrete. It had isolated ventilation, and at either side, as you see, there were recessed fire doors. It was originally an architect, and this was supposed to be where he saved his plans. Walking into the kitchen, you can see the wonderful inlaid tile floor that was installed but never finished. Oh, and look at that. There's the bathroom. The floor was also nice inlaid tile. And here's the kitchen. Obviously, the appliances have all been missing. The place has been ransacked. We got some spices. We got a nice aluminum baking dish. But one of the cool things you'll see here is the countertop. Whoop, stepping on a can. On the countertop, he's got all pictures of different license plates. Get that one in there. I'm so fat. You know, interesting kind of. It was really a personalized space. I mean, they lived here for quite some time. I would say, I think Sully lived here about 5-6 years at least. This was originally the bedroom. You can see that there is quite a bit of mold in here. It's just, I mean, exposed to the elements. This was the children's bedroom that was originally part of the living room. As you can see, the unique framing job. An interesting mural that was once part of the TV alcove in the living room. As you can see, they just built over it. Oop, remote control. Can't find the car though. Ooh, it looks like we got a bread maker. And the bottom half of a blender. We got some nail polish. Very interesting. So this is the living quarters. Now, as I said, this was built by an architect, and he found God while he was building it and decided that he was no longer going to be an architect or have this home, that he was going to open a church. So the architect stopped construction and moved on and sold the house to the gentleman, Sully, that I keep referring to. Sully sealed off this bottom floor here and lived in it and never did anything with the rest of the house. Here's Sully's hot tub. There's a wooden deck there, and you can see the hole. I actually put my foot through that a couple of months ago when I came out here. Okay, welcome to the great room in Sully's house. Oh yeah.
No, I just sent someone a picture of this.
Really? What do we got here? We got Eddie Murphy's Showtime.
It was actually a meme.
So this is the great room. Obviously never finished. It was going to have a surrounding deck on 2 walls. Obviously, a fireplace was going to go there. Never finished. A whole bunch of junk left over from the former occupant. There's a center console for a van or something with an old school. Obviously, a lot of random stuff. Got a cooler. We got some flooring adhesive. We've got a leather interior. Got a broken chair. Nice. I really didn't dig around up here too much when I was here last. Radio Shack something or other. Oh, I'm stepping in something of a hole in the floor. Looks like we've got a... Oh, we got a battery on a beam.
It's showtime.
It is showtime. Yep, that is the leather interior out of a Chevy Suburban. Place. I don't know if these people were the original owner, if that was the architect and the preacher, if that was somebody's grandparents. Thanks, Barry. Again, I don't know who these people are, if they were members of the original architect's family, or if they were someone else. But we got a lot of pretty pictures. Definitely got some water leaking through rotted problems. Here. And now you can kind of get a grasp for the scale of this abandoned project. I remember there was a pretty big bee's nest on the 2nd floor during the summer. Not really sure if we will encounter that today. But the interesting things you'll notice is like there's steel framing throughout the whole building, kind of reinforcing it. You know, there have been efforts to seal it. I mean, Sully tried. Sully probably dreamed of finishing this place one day. But let's just say Sully wasn't good with money. Here's a whole bunch of Sully stuff, an air hockey table, some more car seats, just all sorts of random stuff, tools. Here's one of the balconies we used to shoot off as kids. I am not going to step out on the balcony because I don't know how stable it is. But you can kind of see some... You can't really see the trails through the woods anymore. We used to have a motocross track out there. But so this is the 1st floor. And now we're going to go up. Or this is technically, the 2nd floor. Now we're going to go up to the 3rd floor. Okay. Now the most peculiar feature of this house is the one semi-finished room. I couldn't tell you why this room is semi-finished. I don't know why. I just don't know.
Elvis.
I used to shoot out that window when I was hanging out here with my 22. We have an Elvis record here. Candlelight Music proudly presents Elvis, His Story. I bet you that's probably worth money. And some nice imported particle board furniture. Ooh, we've got
Torch.
Carly Simon. Interesting. So this is the one finished room in the whole building that was here when my buddy Sully got the place. Oh, there's some of Sully's. There's an oil filter from one of Sully's bikes. It looks unused, folks. That is a brand new oil filter for a Buell XB12R, folks. If you can find this place, I mean, I'd hope you wouldn't steal it, but there is a filter here. We've got a heater. We got a Dayton in-wall heater. So maybe we got a key. We have an unknown, very unique looking key.
A scrunchie. I need one.
That's an interesting key. Does anybody know what that goes to? Kind of round. It's got some dimples. Might be something good. You never know. But that's the, this is the one finished room. Now we're going to go out.
Hold on, one more.
Oh. Ooh. Now that's probably a good album. Let's open it up. Let's take a look. See if we got a good track listing. Side 1. We have Moving In, The Road, Poem for the People, In the Country, Wake Up Sunshine, Make Me Smile, So Much to Say. Wow, this probably not my favorite Chicago album, to be honest. What do we got there? Ooh, we got some casters. Oh, it's a 3 trundle drawer. Filing cabinet? Did we see if we had any files? Nothing. No pot of gold. Hey, wait a minute. We got a box of records here.
Dance aerobics.
Hey, can you take this box down? Ooh, Johnny Mathis.
Dance aerobics.
I think you should grab. There might be something interesting. I see like old documents in here. Purchase journal. Dude, check this out. Purchase journal, 1992. The 4th generation Carpenters and Builders Incorporated. Oh my God, this is literally their business records. How fucking cool is this? Wow, those are big numbers. Utilities job. I don't know how well you can read any of this, but those are 26,000. Services contract, labor. Wow, that's really interesting.
Dusting off these artifacts.
Dude, this is incredible. This is like their financial records.
$770, 22 hours at $35 an hour.
It's from 1992, man.
Mr. Harry.
Badger Hill, Milford, New Hampshire. 8 hours, $1,730. Wow. That shit's cool.
We got a picture up there of an airplane wing.
So there is a little bit of stuff kind of kicking around, all rotting away. But now let's check out the actual house. Ooh, more records.
94.
93, yeah.
Voucher journals.
Interesting. So then, this is where we end up seeing what are supposed to be balconies. This out here was supposed to be a balcony. Obviously, it was temporarily roofed. But there's holes in the floor and stuff.
Checking deposit.
Then this,
Only $4,000.
I believe this also was another balcony, meant to be a deck. Not sure because it had doors, but I don't ever remember it being a balcony. And then we come around here. We've got an old suitcase, family bank, vouchers, all sorts of stuff. We got what looks like a suitcase that originally held something. I'm not sure. And then we come around, and this is kind of where you start to see the gravity of the situation. I mean, the thing's got I-beams in it, it's got, or an I-beam frame. Ooh. Cyndi Lauper. The Police, Synchronicity. That's a good album.
This is a good album.
Because that's fucking cool.
I love the Police.
ABBA. Soft Sounds of the 50s.
Oh, 50, holy shit.
What's it got on it? Come Softly to Me, The Fleetwoods. Donna Rich, Earth Angel. Earth Angel, will you be mine? My darling dear, love you all the time. Pretty cool. I definitely have to say, pretty cool. And now over here was where we had the bee's nest. And I don't see any bees flying around, so I think I'm going to continue the tour. Now, obviously, we are on the technically the 3rd floor. And this place is just a fucking shame. It just really is. Oh, we have another cassette here. That's a blank. It's a blank, fellas. So then you come back up here in the front, and you have another balcony. Basically, you had a balcony off of every room. It's a damn shame that this place has slowly just been allowed to rot and fall apart. There was a huge bee's nest. Oh, yeah, it's not so huge anymore, but there is definitely a large bee's nest that was there. Well, I'm a little nervous to stand on that wood because it's under an open, broken skylight, and I'm getting dripped on. There looks to be a pile of droppings there, so I'm wondering what might be living here because it kept dropping in the same corner. But we're gonna make our way around this soggy spot. I don't even know if somebody literally just came up and put a bunch of dog shit in the fucking corner. Who knows? Here's more tarps, and you can see there's plumbing everywhere. The guy literally just quit finishing. He just said, you know what, I'm done. And that's that. There's, again, you can see some steel framing pieces and different, very, very commercially designed. And that's one of the biggest problems is you see like the size of the windows. A lot of that stuff would have to be framed out to accept regular people's windows. Is there anything in the suitcase? No. Cool old suitcase. But yeah, that seems to just about be it. Got a book here. The 4th generation carpenters and builders. I mean, more stuff than you could imagine. This guy just walked away from it. Just said, you know what, I'm done. $10,000 in property assets. I mean, just incredible. Just gave it up. All right, we'll record some more video once we get outside and just show you a little bit more of the house. You know, as we've been here, there hasn't been a single car going by. Sorry, no, let me rephrase that. There was one car, and that was it. All right, line. Hey, dude, that's a fucking pipe. Or what's left of one.
That's awesome.
That's fucking funny. Yeah, baby.
It just fits on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta take a photo of that.
Let's put it on the shelf. Oh, it needs to be in the snow?
Yeah.
Put him in his native habitat. I never even realized that. Oh, look at this fucking leather jacket, dude. Just fucking left to rot. That's a Buell jacket. Dude, look at that. Buell jacket, left to rot. Left to rot. Tack strip. Need a starter? It's over there. What's in that jar? Alright. Well, there's Barry. I'm Aaron from Aaron's Random Videos. And that's it.